I watch a lot of YouTube stuff. I just had to retape this and make a better edge for the paint here. And my YouTube channel, I don't have any viewers, but I say this all the time because it kind of sucks, but you watch all these professional channels and they're all lying to you. Don't get me wrong, there's professionals and they'll get the job done right. But a lot of these channels, like when I watch cars and stuff, there's a ton of mistakes in their videos, and it's all about the production value, you know? There's no real value for... YouTube lost a lot of its value for actual content. It's more, I guess you could consider it content, but it's more a production. They got a whole production team, and it's almost like watching TV now. It's not even... Well, this is where it's going to be, because it just bumps into the ladder. There's nothing I can do. That's where it's at. That's just God showing me where he wants it, I guess. But anyway, these YouTube videos are all about the production. It costs probably more money for the production. It has nothing to do with the value of learning anything. So, I mean, there are some channels. That's why I don't want to broadly criticize. But it's like us small guys like me that started out a month ago that can only get 29 subscribers. If I had a bunch of things in my titles and lies and BS, I bet you I could have a couple thousand viewers already. Or if I paid for subscribers, but just getting this production value, or just getting this actual value of real world stuff going on, you don't see that a lot on YouTube anymore. Making your own ladders, just buying a camera, 4K, just doing daily stuff, trying to learn new things. Anyway, look at this. It's turning out pretty good. I mean, it could have been a lot worse, sure. I could sit and say, look how ugly it is. But man, I mean, don't even try to tell me you're sitting there thinking, oh yeah, it's half as bad as it was on my first video. Remember how effed up it was? All gooey and goopy and fucking... I don't want to move the ladder so many times, but I'm going to have to. I'm thinking about just priming this, and then on this whole side, and then just painting this whole side and not moving the ladder. Look at that mess I got there. So I'm gonna have to go a little further down right here, because you've seen it. I gotta try to square it off at least, you know. Try to get the spray to go up instead of downward, you know. You don't want to I start getting too carried away and I'm going to have a big old fucking mess. You know how that goes with me. Got to stop when you're ahead. See, that's ahead. Yeah, there's a little overspray. Who the hell's going to even see it, you know? I'm 30 feet up. Nobody. Eventually you got to say, oh, look at the overspray I got to take the cardboard down a little more. I got to go to the store and buy a straight metal piece. And no, that's okay. That'll be okay. I almost want her to do it, but not because of that, just because I can. But look, I mean, you start getting too low down, it's not going to look from the ground. You're going to notice that it's got a whole red edge, you know. I mean, to a certain extent, that's fine. I just don't want it to look like, I don't know what I want it to look like. I'm thinking right there. That's where I'm thinking. I got to keep waiting for this wind to die. Yeah, I'm thinking right there. Unless I gotta just kind of spot spray it, you know. Not big ol' pieces at once. See, that looks all right. Like I said, you start getting crazy and next thing you know, my whole roof will be red. You know what I'm saying? That's how you gotta stop eventually, you know. I'm gonna have a red fucking roof. That's good enough. I'll get the rest of it when I'm over there. I gotta go over there eventually, so. But I have to maximize my efforts on a certain location. Like get some coats on here and maximize it, because otherwise, if I don't get this done, I gotta move the ladder, keep moving the ladder. Eventually I'm gonna make a mistake and something's gonna happen and I'm gonna tear up our shingle or something. And then I'm gonna have to be making YouTube videos about that. Fixing shingles, which I can, but I just wanna get this done. But anyway, there's that. And it is scary in this wind up here. Like, it's got 20-mile-per-hour gusts. I'm not in a safety harness or nothing. I should be tied down. I'm not, because it minimizes all your movements. Yeah, this is real scary stuff. When you start standing up, you guys got to be so goddamn cautious. That's why I got this metal square, because I can really hold on. You see, I can really grip it with my body weight. It'll hold me up. That cardboard don't do nothing for you. See, look at this. I'm standing right up here. You see what I mean? Yeah, I'm gonna get a little on my fingers. That's okay. My fingers are red. It's the price you pay. Should have brought a rag in case I get a drip. See, don't want that today. Got to get in all these crevices too. So, don't want a drip, or I gotta fucking touch it. I should have brought a rag. You know, the first week was remembering to hold on to the ladder and know that you're up on a roof, because your instinct sometimes when things happen is to see, I'll just touch that. I fucked it up. That's my own fault. Your instinct is to want to, like, if you see if a spider or a horsefly was on me the other day, and my instinct was to let go and whap at it. You know, you do not want to do that. So you have to always keep tricking your brain into remembering you're on a ladder. You start to forget. That's the real learning curve I've been working with. But yeah, this is perfect. This T-square is just perfect. Look, just perfect for what I got to get done. Or square, they call it. I don't know, metal square. But anyway, I want to get this primed and painted. If I just do even if I only do this much today on a prime and paint, hey, I really like the color of this primer too. It's so much better than my paint color. I'm so nervous to even. I wish this primer was an all-in-one inclusive. They didn't make that. I didn't know my red paint was going to be so red, you know. But whatever. I sit and complain all day. I haven't died. That's the main thing. Somehow I haven't died up here yet. See, I'm getting a little crazy. A little carried away, then I get runs, you know. Gotta let the wind dry it a little bit there before I get carried. That's the problem, you get carried away. It's hard to be patient. People always preach patience, but it's so hard. You just want to be done. I've got 8, this is my 9th day, you know. Who would have thought it would take that long just to fuck with the chimney, you know? And how much do I even coat this? I got a lot. I'm gonna run out if I keep doing it. I'll have to get a second can. Probably gonna have to anyway, but I mean, it gets crazy. You start thinking, do I do 2 coats? And then next thing you know, you got 4 coats. Then you got, what do you stop? You know, when do you stop? It's like when I got with the other stuff. When do you stop? Look what I've done to the square. I'll be able to read it though. Just proves that you're a working man when you got paint all over all your tools. That's all it is. You use what you got available. That's what you do. You use what you got available. You'll never get the job done. You could easily sit in the house and complain and give yourself 1,000 excuses why not to do it. Look at this. I didn't know this was going to be a month job. This is going on week 2. But look at, I'm priming for paint. I'm not happy with the paint color I got, really. It's too bright red, but I'm going to use it. Yeah, I'm satisfied right here too with this line. That's going to be a good line for me. But anyway, watch when I go down the ladder. You're never even gonna notice. Oh yeah, she's primed up good. I don't need no more paint there. You're supposed to turn the can upside down and spray to keep it from binding. Oh yeah, she's primed up good there. I don't think I'll have to. Like I said, you gotta be so careful just even touching these shingles. They're pretty stable, but man, you catch a corner, you'll pull one right up. Wonder if I should leave that square up here. Probably, yeah. It ain't nothing to happen to it. Anyway, watch as I'm going down. How you can. I'm only 5 feet now, right? Now I'll be about what? This is 10 feet, but 8, 9 feet, 10 feet. I mean, you're never gonna be able to tell. Look at that. that ain't a regular chimney, especially from the ground. Maybe this is about what, 15, 20 feet here. Wait, not yet. About there though. Look at 20 feet, 18, 20 feet. Can you tell that's not just a chimney? So, I mean, can you really tell? That's not just some sort of formed concrete chimney poured into a form or whatever they do now, stamping or whatever. Look at, you can't tell. Don't even try to tell me you can. You can call me an idiot for all the other shit I do, but don't tell me that you're going to be able to notice that when I paint it that. That's not just, when you're driving by, you'll have no idea. Even if you're here and you're down on the ground, you got no idea. So I'm happy with it. Like I said, I didn't know it was going to turn into this type of project, but look at how much shit we learned about roofs, chimneys, brickwork, primers, learning about, oh man, just the list goes on and on for all the stuff we learned. Anyway, that's going to be my last update until I'm start painting. So, because I mean, I could show 4 videos of priming, but you just seen, I moved the ladder. I got to turn it, roll it down, move it over, roll it up and flip it over, and then make sure it's locked into the other side of the roof. And then I do this 4 times, I'll have the whole thing. I might be able to prime it on 3 moves. Yep, maybe 3 if I get lucky, if I'm good enough. 3 ladder moves, I'll be able to prime the whole chimney. I wish I had the confidence now to just walk around up there and hold on to the chimney, but I don't yet. Another thing I thought about how smart it would be is to design one of these that's only 3 feet long at the top with the first rung, the second rung there, and then put it over there, and then I could make an actual platform to walk on. That's what I should have done, but now I'm thinking about it. So I could have 2, I could pop them up, pop this up, throw the other one over the other side, and put scaffolding up in 5 minutes. Have my own scaffolding to walk around this whole side of the roof. If I have to remove the chimney or do a new metal roof, that's what I'm gonna do. I'll be able to make scaffolding off these ladders. I never thought about that because they're wood. It'll be so easy to just screw in, 2x6s across and have my own scaffolding. So hey, there you go, something else to learn. If you guys see the content you're learning here, if you are getting started on your own roof, you know now that you have to make this ladder. Don't even waste your time. You can see it from the video how easy it is. I made it. Look at it. I got 2 2x4s cut to hold the 2x2s together. The 2x2s are 8 feet each. I got them held together by 2 2x4s there in the middle. You put the screws backwards up. Make sure you're grinding them off, unless you match the screws perfectly. But it's hard because when you're pushing the pressure, it'll go through the head, will go through the wood, and then it could go to the other side, and you're just gonna have problems trying to get it on your roof. You're gonna cut holes. So put the screws backwards. You got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You got just a couple pieces of 2x2s here. I think I got 9 of them, and I still got a piece or 2 left to build a 20-foot ladder to the roof if you got a 12-12 pitch. I got those 2 pieces on Amazon from China, whatever the brand they are, for $45, something like that. And you just drill them out. You'll see I drilled them out, and I got little screws holding them in place, so you don't have to worry so much about them moving around and all that shit. And then you got to shim them out where the screws go through the metal, because otherwise you'll pinch the metal. It's pretty cheap. But other than that, once you do that, she is strong. And then I got 2 2x4s at the bottom here, the base, And then all you gotta do is make sure you don't have any of your wood on the other side, so it doesn't drag and hit the roofing shingles and pull them up. And you just make sure your wheels are above all the wood on the top, so when it rolls up the roof nice and smooth, and you don't rip your shingles up. Once you got that, you can build a quarter ladder, half ladder, whatever you want to do, and you can run scaffolding right across the roof if you wanted to. And I haven't seen any videos of that. I'm pretty sure people have done it, don't get me wrong, but for content-wise, I don't think I've seen a video on YouTube on roofing where they run in their own scaffolding across the roof off of homemade ladders they built. So, I mean, to me, that's great YouTube content. Get to see what chemicals I'm mixing, and you're going to get to see the final outcome, and I'm saving a 100-year-old chimney. It could be older than that. So, there you go. Like and subscribe.